Dundee United still have a European place to play for and also fancied the chances of finishing runners-up, a position in which United have never finished, surprisingly. The commentator for the final New Firm meeting of the season is Jock Brown.
The flu virus, which has afflicted Tannadice this week, has relented enough to enable manager Jim McLean to consider everyone except top scorer Darren Jackson. So Hamish French comes in for the only change from the side which beat Dundee in the Cup 10 days ago. And look out for the two-footed skills of Ray McKinnon. The 20-year-old midfield player's recent excellent performances have attracted the attention of top English clubs. He's starting a Premier Division match for the 18th time. And that's a very attacking Aberdeen lineup, reflecting the need for victory. Jess, Van der Ark and Hillhouse are all on the side, but there's still no place for Stuart McKimmie, which demonstrates the management's confidence in young Stephen Wright. The 19-year-old fullback is playing his 10th consecutive match for Aberdeen after making his full debut against Hearts in December. And the referee this afternoon, Mr. Donald McVicker from Curlock. Well, there's a tremendous atmosphere inside Tannadice this afternoon, created in a very substantial degree by the Aberdeen supporters. They've come down from the north in substantial numbers, and they really do see this as a crucial match if Aberdeen are to retain prospects of winning the league championship. For Dundee United too, it's a very important match with a place in Europe at stake for them. Lying in third place just now, so third against second. Headed on there by Van der Ark, but he's been guilty of a little bit of pushing, and United have a free kick. Here's Wright, allowing Bet to take over. Plenty of options inside. Switching the point of the attack through Robertson on the left. There's no free kick there as Clark goes in heavily behind Hillhouse. Referee McVicker could scarcely have been better positioned to assess that. Good running play by French. Corner kick's been given. Alec McLeish is not happy about that, but the United fans enjoyed that move. Hamish French doing some good work on the right flank there for Dundee United. Ferguson getting a better there of Irvine for the high ball. Clearance by Bet. Krivokapic has the marking chore on Van der Ark. Good interception. There's Krivokapic, released from looking after Van der Ark for a moment. Getting help from McKinnon inside. Good running by McKinnon. Cleared by Irvine as far as Malpass. What a fine effort by the United skipper. It would only have been his second goal of the season, and the first was also against Aberdeen. It was all created by the positive play of Ray McKinnon. The clearance from Irvine not too decisive, and Malpass hit that with a lot of power. That's the danger of Van der Ark for these high balls. Back it goes from McKinnon, and Alan Main was an injury doubt before the match, or an illness doubt rather. Head flick on from French. There's Hamish French again, supported by McInally. It's a classic from Dundee United. A truly magnificent goal by the Scotland midfield player. And Aberdeen are stunned. Magnificent build-up here. It was Duncan Ferguson tangling there with Irvine. It dropped there for French. He laid it into the path of McInally, and how he enjoyed that finish. Oh, what a marvellous opening goal, coming in the 8th minute of the match. It really has set the game alight. Back it goes to David Robertson. There's McLeish. Bet on the right. Eased off the ball there by McKinnon. The linesman indicating that's a free kick. The linesman there, John Vondell from Dalgety Bay, officiating at his last Premier Division match before retirement. There's Bet's free kick. Touched away by Clark as McLeish came in on the far post. Now it's with Connor. Corner kick to Aberdeen. Grant offers himself short. And Alan Main very sharp and alert at his near post. Well, Aberdeen trying to hit back very quickly indeed after that early setback. So all developed there on the left, and that ball could have surprised the goalkeeper who wasn't fully alert. Now Van der Haan and Bowman. John Clark has gone into the box to join Duncan Ferguson. Bowman with O'Neill. Here's Ferguson, a great chance for the second. Brilliant goalkeeping. Well, it's fine play once again from Dundee United. He really has started this match in extremely impressive fashion. And this could very easily have been goal number 2. Set up by the challenge from Bowman initially. Then O'Neill tried a shot at goal. Got a break here and fell for Duncan Ferguson. He escaped the clutches of Irvine, but not those of Snelders. Here's a chance for Robertson to demonstrate his ability with the long throw. Right in towards Van der Ark. Came off Malpass. There's the chance for Ian Jess. Well, I wonder if he had too much time. Certainly finished up snatching at the ball, but he really had a lot of space here. You'll see the throw caused all the problems. Van der Ark's touch on. Malpass not entirely decisive. Van der Haan playing it out to Jess. His first touch really let him down. There's French, tackled by Grant. Well, Aberdeen trying to get to grips with the match in the middle of the field, an area which United have dominated from the start, with Bowman, McInally and McKinnon playing so effectively, allowing John O'Neill to think more about attacking on the left than doubling back to defend. Here's Jess though. Well, going down there, it's Van der Haan, came in behind him. The referee will look at the linesman there to see if there had been an infringement. It looked as though Jess stumbled on his own. Here's Hamish French. Pulling the ball a long way back for Ferguson. He's away from Irvine on his left foot. Dwelling on the ball too long. Aberdeen recover in defence. That was a chance though for Duncan Ferguson. There's Bet. Now Jess. Very neat play, finding Bet once again. On the far side is Connor. Headed away by Krivokapic. Header, there's Bet and Hillhouse. Van der Haan making that good challenge. Right, getting close to O'Neill. Bet goes forward, that's for Van der Ark. Krivokapic comes across. Strong play by Van der Ark. Now Bet. Helped on there by Hillhouse. The header comes off the crossbar from Jess, but it's Foster in the end. Van der Ark has equalised. Wow, what a fine comeback by Aberdeen. They had such a difficult start to this match, but they've clawed their way back into contention. And Willem van der Ark has scored his first goal of the season on the half hour. It was played in well here by Ben after good work by Van der Ark, helped on by Hillhouse. Ian Jess did a good header, looping onto the crossbar. Then Van der Ark followed through and forced the ball over the line. So what a time for Van der Ark to score his first goal of the season. Missing so much through injury. O'Neill playing that into space for French, forcing McLeish to make an excellent tackle. Connor. It's away from O'Neill. Van der Haan at full stretch. Connor going in firmly with Bowman. An awkward one for Main. superb handling. A very important catch that by Main, with Van der Ark coming in behind him. It's well won this by Connor, lofting the ball right across the danger area. Main was fully committed, Van der Ark was waiting. Taken inside by Jess, eased off the ball by Van der Haan. If it goes to Main, it wouldn't have been possible for the early pace to be sustained right throughout the match. Still seen some fine football from two very good sides. French getting the better of McLeish. It's good play again from French. Checking for a supporting player in the middle. Marking was good enough though among the Aberdeen players. Corner with Bowman. Won by McInally in the end. He is forced to throw to United. Hamish French springs the ball so well for United. Setting up the chance for the cross for Bowman. Duncan Ferguson gets up so well, and a magnificent save from Snelders. John O'Neill cannot believe that it was his header which was surely net bound. But Theo Snelders called into action. They just watch this again. Ferguson doing so well with that header. Then John O'Neill at point blank range, and Snelders touched it over. McKinnon's corner kick. Put away firmly by McLeish. This is Malpass. Van der Haan. Bet putting pressure on Van der Haan. Dutchman reacted well, helped by the Yugoslav at the back, Brejovic. Headed away by Robertson. There's Brian Grant. In goes McInally again. The layoff from Van der Ark as he takes a late tackle there from Maurice Malpass. McLeish and Irvin are all in the box with Van der Ark, and the clearance there by McInally brings an excellent first half to an end. United getting off to a great start, and then Jim McInally in 8 minutes scored an outstanding goal from outside the penalty box. United then looked excellent value for the lead, but Aberdeen fought back, and it was their tall Dutch striker Willem van der Ark who eventually managed to force home the equaliser on the half hour, an equaliser which Aberdeen deserved. At half time at Tannadice, it's Dundee United 1, Aberdeen 1. The certainty during that half-time interval would be that both management teams would be trying to conjure up some tactical alterations to change the flow of play their team's way. These sides know each other so well, of course. They certainly would have no work to do at half-time in terms of motivating players to show enough commitment and determination. That was evident aplenty in the first half, and we were treated to some outstanding Premier Division football, with hopefully much more to come in this second half. A second half of vital importance to both clubs, particularly though I think it's fair to say to Aberdeen, who really could not be content to leave here with 1 point. They'll be looking for a victory to maintain the pressure on Rangers. There's Irvin playing it forward. So Alan Main gets his first touch of the second half. Up goes McLeish. Well controlled by McKinnon. Sean Clark lofting it forward, but straight to the chest of Bet. Bet continuing with the challenge on O'Neill. This is Van der Haan. Not quite what he intended. Wright breaks quickly. That's released early for Jess. Finding the space to make the cross, and Van der Ark was only inches away. It really was outstanding play by Ian Jess on the right. The way he timed this against the very experienced international defender, still found the way to send over that excellent cross. corner kick. Irvine coming to meet that. It's cleared away by Malpass. David Robertson looking for Hillhouse. Irvine brings it down. Nowhere to go that way though. 3 United players waiting for them. One of them was Ferguson, who now breaks. Switching play to the right for O'Neill, and David Robertson showing his acceleration there to get to the ball first. The ball was out of play. It came from Robertson, so it's a United throw. Hamish French going across there to try to make himself available. This is Bowman once more. Breaks back for O'Neill. Carefully watched by Snelders, going wide of the post. O'Neill trying hard to steer that into the far corner. United will make a substitution at this point. The player going off is Ray McKinnon, who was an injury doubt before the match, or an illness doubt before the match rather. And the replacement is Billy McKinley, so that will be a midfield player for a midfield player, involving no real reshaping of the United ranks. Forced to play it long for Robertson. This is McLeish, inviting Van der Ark to make a run to the flank. He's got the better of Krivokapic. There was no foul there. There's Van der Ark. A gap appeared in the near post area. Van der Ark tried to find it, but Main was down quickly enough. Well, this awkward ball was misjudged by Krivokapic. Van der Ark was in the clear here. Looked up, had options inside, but tried to beat Main at the near post. It's a good save by the keeper. Looks to Patalainen in the foreground, warming up for United as Bet takes the corner. Cleared by McKinley. Wasn't prepared to wait for Alan Main to come across. So Aberdeen for the moment laying siege on the United goal. There's Brian Grant through the throw, looking for McLeish. Grant again. Very awkward one for Main. He's missed it altogether. There's Hillhouse. And Krivokapic reacted quicker than anyone else to that loose ball inside the box. And Alan Main will be thoroughly relieved. He gets a rueful smile from Freddie van der Hoorn. Keeper's not happy. Well, the ball played high in the air by Grant. Main coming for this. He could see Brian Irvine below it, and he misjudged it altogether. Hillhouse couldn't get the better of Van der Hoorn, and then Krivokapic cleared. So, substitution made by United. Off goes young Duncan Ferguson, and the replacement is Victor Patalainen. There's Robertson with that long throw. He's got to it. Still McLeish. There's Hillhouse! Right across the face of the goal. And the linesman's flag on the far side is up for an offside decision, I reckon, against Hans Hillhouse in that near post area. Andrew Robb from Inverness, the linesman, and I think that had that gone in, there may have been a little bit of concern among the Aberdeen players. There was Alec McLeish, and Hillhouse there is in the offside position. Now pass, turning the ball away. There's French, fouled by Irvine. Perhaps even fouled twice. The whistle gone quickly though from referee McVicker. French is none the worse. So here's Freddie van der Hoorn, who'll take this free kick. Victor Patalainen signalling for the ball inside the area. Played towards him, he's passed it on well. There was Connor, now McInally! And a magnificent save from Snelders. McInally, the first half goal scorer for United, almost collecting his second. What an incredible volley it was. Wow, what an incredible shot from McInally. The header flicked on there by Patalainen, cleared by Connor. McInally taking this first time on the drop. It required an excellent save there from Snelders. Substitution by Aberdeen. Scott Booth has replaced Ian Jess. Well, Ian Jess has had a rather quiet second half, so he has the chance for a break while Booth brings his fresh enthusiasm to the attack. Well turned away there by Van der Hoorn for McKinley. There's McInally. hold between Bowman and O'Neill, allowing Robertson to break. Robertson looking for support, breaks kindly for Aberdeen, this Hillhouse. And it's turned past there as Booth came in. It's a corner kick. Good clearing bit of play there by Van der Horn inside the box. Hillhouse sending over a dangerous ball. David Robertson playing the square. They got a break off McInally. Hillhouse looked up, spotted Booth, tried to find him. And the corner kick. That swinger looking for McLeish. Van der Ark jumping in there to challenge. And the ball is allowed to run for the goal kick by Billy McKinlay. Paul Sturrock there with Stuart Hogg. Some encouragement to the United players. So 10 minutes of the match remaining. And there's a free kick against Brian Irvine. Vickers explaining himself to the big central defender. He's had a tough match this afternoon against Duncan Ferguson initially. Now he's had to adjust to Hamish French and Mixu Patalainen. Put in by Van der Horn. And John Clark holding off Alec McLeish illegally. It's a free kick to Aberdeen inside the box. Alert refereeing there by Donald McVicker. Helps it on. Van der Horn content to let it run, and a bit of a misunderstanding. There's Hillhouse, and Aberdeen go in front. It's a disaster for the United defence. What incredible scenes here at Tannadice. Hans Hillhouse getting his 12th goal of the season, but what an error in defence it was. It was helped on there by Van der Horn. Van der Horn put under pressure here by Scott Booth. He must take a lot of credit. Main couldn't collect it. In the end, it was an easy task for Hillhouse. So 9 minutes from the end, Hillhouse puts Aberdeen ahead and maintains the prospects of Aberdeen closing the gap at the top of the league to 3 points until that match at Celtic Park tomorrow. Well, the goal coming right out of the blue. It was certainly unexpected, not only on the balance of play, but in the manner in which it arrived. There's McInally, space for McKinlay. There's Patalainen, and the cross blocked there by Wright. Patalainen quite content there to accept the corner kick. Crowded 6-yard box. Snell does his committed. Oh, that's excellent goalkeeping. Just when it matters most, just as he saved that shot from McInally a short time ago, right out of the blue. And another excellent catch from the corner. Well, he's been a key man, all right. That save from McInally in the first place. One in the first half from John O'Neill's header. And then this excellent catch from the corner kick. Having a look at Krivojevic, who struck him twice with clearances. Oh, that's good play by Booth again. Laying it in early. Van der Horn on his own to make the clearance. There's Irvine. Throw goes to United. There's going to be another change made by Aberdeen, I think, perhaps to seal up the match. They want to bring on Peter van de Ven. That's good running by O'Neill. Running into Irvine. Led across by McKinlay. There's David Robertson. Breaks for Bowman. Good recovery there by Robertson. Corner kick to United. Aberdeen still wait to make the substitution. Paul Sturrock also on his feet, waiting to react to a change made by Aberdeen. There's Bowman's corner. Van der Ark was back helping in defence. There's Hillhouse. Booth helping back with his defence. Dragging the ball out. Now I think that change will be made. So one Dutchman will go off, another will arrive. It's Van der Ark going off and Peter van de Ven coming on. Well, there's applause from the Aberdeen fans for Willem van der Ark. He scored the first Aberdeen goal, and he's been a major thorn in the flesh of this United defence all afternoon. He's done his work, replaced by Van de Ven, and it looks as though Aberdeen are going to seal things up with an extra man in midfield. Bowman's throw. Van der Hoorn in challenging, cleared by Van de Ven as far as McKinley. The angled balls for Patalainen. There's McLeish. Van der Hoorn returns it. McLeish gets up again with Robertson. Well, head tennis going on in there in the penalty box. Aberdeen survive. Fouled by Booth on Krivokapic. It's a free kick on the halfway line to United. Well, Booth did such important work to force that error between Main and Van der Hoorn for the leading goal. Van der Hoorn pumping the ball into the area. Up goes McLeish. Such an inspiration in defence for Aberdeen. McInally lofting it forward, but Aberdeen are pushed out quickly enough to make that easy for Snelders. Well, United making a supreme effort. It's inspired by McInally in midfield, trying to save the match. The time rapidly running out. It could turn out to be a crucial Premier Division fixture, this, if Aberdeen can hang on. One of the most dangerous matches in the run into the season. Up goes McLeish again. Tower of strength in these closing stages. There's French nodding it square. Stephen Wright thumps the ball to safety. The referee is checking with his linesman now, looking at his watch. The 90 minutes have come and gone. We're into time added on for injury stoppages. Up goes McLeish once again. There's Bowman. Well, that might be the last chance for United. And that is the final whistle. Aberdeen have won 2 vital points. It was a goal scored by Hillhouse 9 minutes from the end, which has given them victory and put the pressure on at the top of the league. But Hans Hillhouse picked up that chance very swiftly indeed, but it was an error involving Alan Main and Freddie van der Hoorn. The Aberdeen supporters clearly overjoyed that this major hurdle has been overcome, but there's no doubt at all that United are certainly unfortunate to leave this match with nothing to show for their tremendous efforts. The final score at Tannadice, Dundee United won.
Had to win it. A draw wasn't good enough, and in the end, a good win for Aberdeen.
And Big Alec quite rightly picking out Theo Snelders for some marvellous saves early on.
He certainly saved them. You remember, it's just at the start of the season when he broke his jaw there. There he is diving at the feet of Big Ferguson. You know, obviously the bravery, but still there. But what about this for a save? I mean, we're talking about 2 yards out, a point-blank header, and he's put it over the bar. I mean, that's the stuff that wins championships, believe it or not. The tremendous save, certainly kept Aberdeen. Look at this. Jim McInally again with a left foot. I mean, just in the right place at the right time to put that by the post. Terrific save once.
That would have been goal of the season.
Oh, no doubt whatsoever.
This is Stephen Wright, to the Aberdeen fullback, who in fact is still keeping Stuart McKimmie out, which is an indication of the class player that Aberdeen have found.
Well, he sees these chances, hasn't he? Stuart McKimmie's been out, he's come in there. Look, he knows how to throw his weight about there. He just played the young man off with it with the left elbow there. That's what it's all about, just to put the ball back to the goalkeeper. He does something similar again here. Trying to get forward there, but just jumps in front of McKinley. Look, a nice wee tackle there again. Certainly a cracking player for the future, isn't he?
And so is Duncan Ferguson. We talked about him in the cup tie with Dundee a couple of weeks ago, Derek, and he's very impressive, isn't he?
He is, because he's 7'12", Dougie. It's magnificent to have that in the box. Look at that, tremendous aerial power on him. Very, very quick. He's good on the ground as well, Dougie, no doubt about that. But when you've got somebody as big as that in the box to find, then it's a great asset for the club. Like the last one I had was Davy Dodds, it was good in there, and this fella looks the part. Look at him here, 3 strides and he's halfway up the park here. Great to have that. He's a very skillful young man, and certainly is very aware of other players around him too, which is a good sign in a player. Good touch on the ball for a big lad, and he turned very well there. Reminds me of myself when I was 4. Obviously aware of all these teammates around him. He's a cracking one for the future. What about this goal, Jim McInally? Not often he scores with his left foot. Look at that.
The shooting boots on today,
Oh,
didn't he? And that one, and then the one we saw earlier.
Yeah. Here's the equaliser too. Good header there, which beats the goalkeeper, and Big Willem just actually walked the ball into the net there. But well, Jess was unlucky with the header there. This is a winner. It's a strange winner, isn't it?
It is. United will be covering their eyes at this point.
It's one of these situations where you're running back and the goalkeeper's running out, and you don't know whether to touch it or the goalkeeper's shouting you to leave it. And by the time you realise what's happening, there's a mix-up. The goalkeeper's dropped it, and you tap it in the net. Or the goalkeeper will be covering his eyes, certainly.
He certainly will. 2-1 though to Aberdeen.